Hey, what's up, everyone? I strongly dislike getting into politics for videos on this channel, or in general, to be honest, but I want to point something out that annoys me and has annoyed me for the past several years. Every time there's an election, they say it's too close to call or it's really, really close 49%, 51%, and they'll say Biden has 49%, so it's too close to call. If you have 49%, how's it too close to call? That's still a percentage below. Obviously, the other candidate gets it. But in this case, they suddenly pushed all of the other candidates out. Something pushed those other candidates out. Something pushed every single one of those other candidates out, and they started pushing Joe Biden to the top. Biden had nothing just a couple of weeks ago. Just a few weeks ago, he had nothing. No support. Almost no support. It was so low, it was ridiculous on all of the Democratic side. Then all of a sudden, they claim they just kind of checked out the numbers, and sometimes they're like, oh, it's too close to call, we're going to do a recount, let's do a recount, let's do a recount, let's do a recount, over and over and over and over. Then they come up with this 49-50% thing. I know good and well it's not always this close on every poll, this close on every decision. It can't be. Let me show you what the poll showed back in February, from February 16th to the 18th, the Emerson polling. Trump Sanders, 49-51%. Trump Buttigieg, 51-49%. Trump Klobuchar, 51-49%. 52-48% with Trump and Biden. Biden was still the lowest at that point. Now he's suddenly the highest. Bloomberg, the only thing he's come up with was take your big gulp away. Take plastic bags away. What are the Democrats running on? Take your drinks away. Take the sugar away. Take your big, take the big gulp. Take the bags of chips away. Take the take the guns away. Take the personal protection away. Remove the Fifth Amendment. Remove the Second Amendment. Get rid of not the Fifth Amendment. Remove the Second Amendment. Come on. Change our amendments. Change the Constitution. But yet at the same time, going by the Constitution to get rid of the Constitution makes no sense. They claim to be so constitutional. I hate politics. I'm so sorry that I'm even getting into this, but there's something. This is rigging, obvious rigging. After what ruined Bernie Sanders was his dumb statements about communism, supporting communism, and he flat out supported it and called for radicals in the United States. Talking to children about communism and supporting young people. They were controlling the minds of young people to get them into the particular side. Having young people support only Democrats, but they wouldn't interview anyone that was Republican. That is not fair. But what I don't buy, I despise politics, but what I don't buy is the 49-51, 49-51, 51-49, 59-49. I don't buy that close percentage every single time. I've got another video coming up next that you're going to really, really like. If you find politics to be crooked, you're going to really, really appreciate me pointing this out, I'm sure. But maybe you will, maybe you won't, I don't know. But I can't remain silent on this. I said I'm not going to do politics on my channel anymore. Then I wound up doing it. But this was a poll that was done a while back as an example. Always so close to call. There's always a 49%. Almost every single time. And then they kind of make it look good and try to, make it a little further apart. It's just so phony. They did the same thing tonight. There's earlier this year. What did they do? 49%. 49%. What did they say last year? 49%. 44%. And this was Texas in April. 49%, 50%, 50%, 50%. Trump, Biden. And then this was Trump and O'Rourke. And then they had Trump and Sanders. So close every single time. I know good and well. And then they'll add one in there that's a little bit off. I mean, it's just... Here's another vote from March. 49-51. Almost across the board. So close to call, right? It's always so close to call. Check out these close numbers. So close. And then there's one outsider right here. There's one outsider, always one outside poll. And I have news for you. Back in March, Biden was not that much above President Trump. That is a lie. Look at this national polling they claim from March 17th and 18th of last year. Biden being that much above Trump. Really? 55% to 45%? Biden had a 10% lead on President Trump? No, he did not. Everything is such a lie. There's your 48%. Here's another one done earlier. 50%, 49, 50%, 49, 50%, 49. And then one that's a little bit off from each other, 52%, 48%. From Florida, September 12th through the 15th of last time. October 2019, 50-50, 50-50, 51%, 49%. Arizona, October 25th through the 28th, the voting of last year for the 2020. 50-50 all across Arizona, and then there's one that's 51-49%. How can no one see this? It's just, there's no way you can have that exact of measurements. I can see 43% or, an oddball number, but not that close every single state. The only one that was where they had a 43-50%, I still don't think you can have two exact numbers on two different candidates like that. 43 and 43 with Warren and Buttigieg. That was back in January. Then you've got, here we go with Michigan. 46-41, 47-38, 48-42. This is more, but still there's I don't know, there's just something odd about it. But that's more accurate right there. That looks more accurate than any of the others that I've seen, the Michigan poll. But then you've got this again. Numbers are not this close on voting. It can't be almost 50% every single time. In every single state, practically. From the number of people that I see supporting President Trump, I see him being supported by the majority from the looks of his rallies, regardless of what they're stating, and they're trying to keep people from speaking their mind about it. On the other side, all you see is take everyone's means of protection away. Let's change the Constitution and get rid of people's rights. Let's bring all undocumented people back. Let's not let the legal process go through. Let's take all the prisoners and let them loose. Let's bring even the criminals, let's bring them back to the United States. And only if they commit a heinous crime, then maybe we'll send them back. That's what the words Bernie used. Those are the words Bernie used. Only if they commit a really heinous crime will we send them back to be dealt with in their jail, in their nation. Let's bring hundreds of millions more over here. It just doesn't make sense. What are they running on besides healthcare? And now he claims he's running on some healthcare now. Let's hope. But it just doesn't make sense. You can't have 50%, 49%, and then one oddball number every single state. There's some rigging going on. Plus, Biden was nowhere on the charts, and all of a sudden, he's being pushed to the top and being supported with super PACs and being supported all the way to the top when no one showed support for him before. It's because of all the crazy things Bernie stated and because he was holding up for communism, praising communism. Crazy, crazy world. Plus, they are so rigged. With these numbers, you can't have 49-50% or 51-50% across the entire 51-49%, across the entire board. You can't have those numbers across the entire board. There's no way. There's some definite scamming going on. Peace, signing out. I've got another video next regarding something you're going to want to hear.